Hello everyone and welcome back for another episode of Solasta. We are, well, dotted around the grounds of what looked like a manor on the loading screen. This is very reminiscent of the Fortress of the Shield, and there's an object for us to use there. But there's a couple of spectral Avengers, and I'm really quite tempted to take a pop at them. So I think we'll actually do that. Let's open up with a little bit of flamey goodness. Because who doesn't love attacking a spectral Avenger? Ooh, and there's some Earth Elementals as well. Maybe I should have opened up with something a little bit bigger. Game, what are you doing? It's probably just considering what's happening with the initiative. Yeah, there we go.
Clumsy.
Okay, not the best. Definitely not the best. Yeah, everything's lit. We don't need to light anything up. Okay, over here. Hit him with an arrow? Sure. We're stealthed. It's going to be immune to poison, but we're still keeping our stealth. So that's fine. And because we do have... Oh, the elementals over there. Yeah, because we've got time, we'll wait and do more ranged attacks.
Ah! Damn it.
Pop. Bit of a waste of a critical on that guy, but it's not a problem. We've still got at least 3 more to deal with. Myron, I'll get you to get a firebolt out. This guy's going to be resistant to it, but we may as well do it because he's within range.
Ah! I thought we said cautious.
And we can still move closer as well. Seeing as we've been spotted. So we've got one Earth Elemental there. Where is it? Ah, the other one's just over there. They hit quite nastily, so obviously we don't want to get touched by those, but they're going to have to get closer to us. A whole person isn't going to be much help. Magic Missile will, though. Yeah, not much left in it. Awesome. So it's just down to the Earth Elementals, at which point we probably either back up and prepare an attack, or I don't know. We've got plenty of options. Let's switch across to the daggers though, and move in a little bit closer with Tom, so we're in a position to charge in and do some stabbing next turn. We'll probably get spotted though. He's too far away from here, but we could probably get closer and then get 2 shots on him. Not amazing. It's a big hulk of rock, but you still got to get the arrow on target. That's a little bit better. And over here... You know what? Ready a melee attack. Because they're going to come in. Not quite close enough. Or is this one going to be too far away as well? Oh no, just close enough. And we miss. So worth it. Right, Ias. And come and stand nearby, but not directly in combat, so that this guy doesn't decide he's gonna do a running swipe at you. Sneak attack, lots of damage. Not so much damage there. Prayer time to get the Punisher out. Oh, that we could have really done with that. that actually working.
Again.
Okay, it's half dead. Change to your shield. Come one space closer. Tom's got his twin blades, so and uncanny dodge, so we can save the block for when it's needed.
Ooh.
Yeah, they're gonna just keep doubling down on Tom, then intervene there. $2d8 damage, or this will be 1d4 plus 1 per target. Yeah, this is going to end up being more. Especially if we're hitting 5s on every single one of them. Right. Tom, mostly kill it, please. Look at that. Solid strike. Ooh.
Kill 'em all.
If only we got the critical on the first one. Don't bother smiting it because that thing's just going to die. And yeah, change back to the big one. Good hit, like the extra radiant damage.
Deal with it.
Still going after Tom. I mean, he's taken quite a walloping. We might have to get him some healing. It's not too bad. Bit more stabbing from Tom. Oh, look at that.
That's the way.
So much damage. Oh my word. Well done, Tom. Use power. We're out of lay on hands, so actually, just try and get this thing killed. Great. Although, we know who the real hero in this is. Tom with his absolutely massive, massive amount of damage. Right, cure wounds, just to help him out a little. And let's loot what we can. Okay, random ingredients. I wonder if there's actually, go on cautious mode, everyone. I wonder if there's going to be anything to do round the edge, or if it's just going to be like a artificial border. Because I would quite like a resting area before we go pushing it inside this place. That's not going to be one there. Let's go check over the other side. Cautious mode off while we get a bit closer. Just to speed things along a little. And we'll whack it back on now that we're here. Looks like we can sort of make our way through and round, really. Oh, some kind of dock. Might be that those were the only actual threats. And if that's the case, we should touch that book on the plinth and see what it has to say. Feels like a trap, but these things always do. The tome of all things. Sorry, what? Does this need a tuning? I'm gonna give it to Tom. I don't see any problem. It's a quest item, so we're going to lose it. But I'm also going to ID it. I don't think it's going to tell us if it's cursed, but...
Sorry.
Hey, no more information found. Of course not. Yeah, it seems almost too good to be true. Setting all your ability scores to 20. You know what? We can do a short rest. Actually, it's not real. I suppose it's worth it for Tom and Iris. Just in case we do get into some kind of nasty combat. And my one gets action surge back as well, so it's well worth doing.
Einar's sword, what a sight! Unbelievable.
A classical Manor manor. What a wonderful sight.
Guys, I moved 2 steps back and, well, it's gone.
What's gone?
This manor. Something weird is going on.
Story of my life.
Shrouded in illusion,
Weird
I reckon.
gets us money and fame.
And bruises.
So let's test. Does it actually vanish if we step away? No, it doesn't. But I am still curious.
Good day to you. My name is Eldorath Smoothtongue, the Master's housekeeper.
Oh, how
I see
joyful.
you have purloined some of my Master's property. Might I suggest you put those trinkets back to where they belong?
I'm guessing that's the book. Can we put it back over here? All right. Let's go put it back because we're not in a position for a big fight. But I mean, I do think it's one of those things where yeah, it does literally just put it back for you. Oh, poor Tom. It was nice while it lasted, mate. Nice while it lasted. We can always steal it again later, I'm sure.
Welcome. Please come with me.
Clear skies to you. Where are you taking us?
To the Master, of course.
And who would that be?
That is not for me to say. All will be made plain in good time. I am at your disposal. Please enjoy our hospitality.
But don't be stealing.
Please don't abuse it.
Someone abused your hospitality in the past?
Yes. Believe it or not, some creatures can be insufferably rude.
Alas, the world is full of bad manners.
Quite so. Not, of course, that I thought for a second that you would be capable of such discourtesy.
Oh, we are.
Of course not. And yet, customs being different everywhere. Might I ask, What would be considered rude here?
Well, my expectations don't exceed those of the Imperial Court.
So, don't piss in the potted plants then.
Preferably not. Not that it would be the first time.
Really?
I've seen worse, I'm sorry to say. We have not seen guests of your quality for some time.
Some time? How long exactly?
Well, it must be... Forgive me. The date eludes me for the moment.
Do you remember some prominent guest?
You were there, Master Casenax.
Me?
I remember it distinctly, though your form was somewhat different. But now please follow me. One mustn't keep the Master waiting.
Sure, just let me go grab a book. Because I can't resist. I really can't resist. And we are going to get in so much trouble for this, but I don't care. I can always reload. And the game did just auto-save. Oh, we can't take it back. Oh, boo. Fine. We'll just have to find other things to steal. Okay, so can we go through here? It looks like it. Can we go through this one? No. Well, I guess we are sort of on rails then.
Is it me, or is this place truly spotless?
Must be the spectral servants.
Everything is shiny.
First time I've seen you fascinated by cleaning.
Even the most mundane tasks can be the expression of true nobility, when done to the fullest.
I shall remind you of that at next camp, when the dishes come up.
Indeed, those servants would come in handy.
For your highness's household.
All right, stop your silliness. There is Imperial magic active around here. The gem is close, I feel it. And I can't help feeling I'm watched.
Let's tread carefully there.
Famous last words.
I do agree. Cautious mode, just while we figure out what's going on here. Stealing is probably not a smart move, but... we can have a look. Okay, it's rations. We're not going to touch them. Because we don't need rations. I would take them out of principle, but not until we've had a rest. Okay, so this one could be opened as well. Why is there one in jail? Curious. I do think that there's potential in this. And we were very sneaky.
Please come with me.
Sure, I'll be there in just a moment, just doing some liberating.
I feel like someone's watching us.
How can they be watching us when we're so stealthy? Eh? Ooh, look at that. Okay, well this is much needed and this is going to give us a level up. Maybe we should have taken the food. Okay, we don't need to attune any items. So the level ups. Another 5th level. Ooh, and we can pick a cantrip. And 2 spells. Arcane Shock. Interesting. This is quite interesting. Okay, so cantrips. This late in the game, see, Dancing Lights would have been a really smart thing to do right at the start instead of Sparkle. Although it probably requires concentration. Yeah, it does. Shine could also have been useful. Ray of Frost would have been an interesting alternative to Firebolt, but Firebolt was definitely the correct move. Let's get light. I think it's the most flexible. And up here, Cloud Kill. Maybe Black Tentacles, because it is an area of effect. And constant recurring damage. So yeah, let's get Black Tentacles. And after that, Banish could be really useful. 10d4 psychic damage. Counterspell. Counterspell could be really, really handy as we're moving towards the end of the game. Let's get Counterspell. So in terms of preparing spells, we'll take off Sleep. We'll put on Counterspell. And I would like Black Tentacles. So let's lose Lightning Bolt for now, and we'll put that on. Tom. So ability score, boost, or bonus feat. Let's have a look at the bonus feats. Eager for Battle will do nothing. Follow-up Strike will do nothing. Robust would work. Proficiency with medium armor could be interesting. I think none of these are actually going to be that useful for us. Armor Master could be useful. So let's have a look at the ability score options. We can't do Dexterity. Oh, you get to increase 2 of them. Ooh, I did not realize that. Which is actually quite a significant change. That would give us an extra +1 on it. But I think really that armor master feat. I think that's going to be the best. Make it harder to kill us. Aura of courage, cannot be frightened. And Marwyn, hey, gets an additional spell slot and a cantrip to select and a spell to select. Move spell time. Target a creature and move it 1 cell in any direction if it fails a strength save. That's got potential. Okay, for the cantrip, let's go for Rare Frost. We're not going to unlearn any spells. What we could do though is we could learn Grease would be amusing. Don't see us really using anything though, so we'll just push on with that. Okay, we are rested, ready to face whoever it is that the master is, and probably get in trouble. This looks like it's the other side of. Ooh. Now, when I said ready to face whoever it is, Master sees all, don't do it. Check the place or go on your way. I really want to check it. I mean, this is so tempting. But we'll be good. We'll be good. Look at this. We're not the worst. Ooh, this is kind of cool.
Spectacular place, isn't it?
Okay, let's turn off cautious mode. I don't think that we're going to be running into any traps in here. Got to check all the side places. Help the servants to clear. Yeah, I saw. Can definitely help clean up. And I wonder if we pocketed anything. Probably not. But we will be keeping the master waiting because of that.
But now please follow me. One mustn't keep the master waiting.
Yes, of course. Hi!
Well met, strangers.
Clear skies to you, Master.
Clear skies? An ironic greeting, considering my plight.
Your plight?
That I haven't taken to the skies in a long time.
Aw, you poor dragon.
Must have been 1,000 years. I am... how weird. I can't recall my name. Call me Master.
Master of Conjuration.
Yes, yes, yes! The Master of Conjuration! Exactly.
Greetings, old friend.
Why do you call him that?
The crown told me to.
Ah, the crown. Thank you for coming to my rescue. My mind was shattered since the cataclysm. The vanishing of mana left me broken.
Mana was gone.
Of course, after the closing of the rift. That's why I and my siblings were killed or crippled. Casenux and us, the Masters, along with these deities, we poured everything we had to close and seal that rift.
So the cataclysm is your fault?
It was the price to pay to stop the threat. The Sorakath were, and still are, a menace to Solasta.
And so you took a gamble?
We were born to rule, not to grovel. And we
fair.
had sworn to protect our people.
You mean your slaves?
Fool! Imperial rule brought order where there was only chaos.
But your empire was destroyed. Who knows how many elves were killed?
Ah, because you believe that Manicalan was an elven empire. Enough about the past. Now I get that you want my gem. But even with this crown, you're not my Magister. So if you want it,
Oh dear.
you'll have to pry it from my dead claws.
Guess we're fighting a dragon. Okay. So, obviously, it wants us to start a combat. Let's get everyone properly ready with the correct things. And Tom's going to start us off. We can't go into cautious mode. But we can. Start off by taking a swing at this guy.
Ow!
Okay, it's not terrible. It doesn't look like we can really get up close to this. And I suspect if we're here, we're not going to be able to hit him. But we do have the element of surprise, so... Oh, we're going to have to do something with these, maybe. Looking to see where it's going to be worth moving to. I think we'll actually just stay here next to this guy. Okay. Black tentacles on this guy, he might counterspell it. Let's get one on him. Okay, he's immune to force. That's fair. Should have done that at the start, but it is what it is. Okay, is he immune to ranged attacks?
You like it?
Immune to piercing damage, immune to poison. Not good. Not worth us casting any spells just yet. I wonder if he's immune to fire. I suspect he is. Yeah. So he's like immune to everything. Although... Oh, it looks like we might be able to do something with these after all. Dash up here and use this. I think it's just because it wasn't close enough.
I underestimated you. My apologies.
Okay, that's good. Okay, you're in a position to do that next turn. That's fine. Okay, so apparently there was a lot of lightning damage that happened. Not cool, not cool. I just took a whole bunch there. Right. Tom. Cunning action. Dash. Let's get you up and you'll do this one, because my one's going to be able to move further. Ready. Melee attack. Shadow armor's not really going to help much, is it? Okay, that's reasonably solid.
Well struck.
So that's one of them gone. Let's get a bit closer. Switch across. Gonna need to do better than that, mate. Okay, so you can dash down to here. Really, I could have planned this a lot better. Oh, that did not work. I suppose it got confused about the double dashing.
Perfect.
Yeah, that's a lot more lightning damage, isn't it?
Not bad, eh?
Okay, pretty good, Tom. Okay, one more down. I'm going to move you over this side. Although I don't think you'll really be needed. Freya, if you can do this. Don't bother smiting because they're taking so much damage from this. Really not going to be necessary. They'll die next turn.
You're impressively fit.
Oh, you've got to go around that way. Alright. Might lose it because of the concentration, but at least we'll get close enough to hit it next turn. Still in it. Just, you know, stinging quite a bit.
Yeah.
I trained hard for this.
Oh, yes, you're not going to make it. So... let's just get some solid force damage on this guy.
Got you.
So one more gone. May as well come around to the front. Elliot.
That's impressive.
See, I'm smart. Now we have a bigger problem. Okay, so he's properly changed everything around. You can actually get right up next to him. So get in here. Second wind or spell tyrant? I mean, this is going to have a lot of strength, isn't it? 207 hit points. Select a direction to move the creature. Try that way. Uses legendary resistance and change the outcome. I suppose it wasted its legendary resistance. Reroll. Standing next to it might not have been the smartest thing. Oh, you cheeky so-and-so. It's moved where people are.
A modest success.
Okay, tiny bit of damage. Half that damage with uncanny dodge. Okay, now is the time for constant. It's going to succeed a wisdom saving throw. But we could put this directly on top of it. I don't think we're going to knock it prone, but if we just keep hammering at it... with as much extra damage as we can, it'll fall eventually. Ias is frightened. That's okay as long as he doesn't, like, lose his concentration.
You've seen worse.
Okay. Let's get Spirit Guardian is out. And because that is our thing for this turn, that's all we'll do, just to stay where we are. Knocking everyone down. Except Tom. Tom, who is sneak attacking a green dragon.
A palpable hit.
That's pretty solid. Youch. 18 bludgeoning damage on Freya. Okay, we need more big hits. So, Blight would be 9d8. This would be 8d8 cold. Let's try the Blight. Succeeded its Constitution save, but still took 19 damage. attacking with advantage now.
Must have hurt.
It's taking more damage. Mywin is going down though. Unlucky Mywin. It's okay. We've still got plenty left in us. Come on, Tom. I need you to actually hit. Get your sneak attack in. It's only got 14 health left. This is definitely going to be overkill.
A gem, right?
Okay, we need to tend to Myron, who is unconscious, but not dying. You can cancel that. We don't need those tentacles anymore. They were incredibly useful. Oh, what a fight.
What?
Doesn't make any sense.
Takes us right back
Mission
outside.
accomplished.
Mission accomplished. For varying definitions of mission accomplished, sure. So we could do a long rest before we head off, which is probably going to be quite sensible. In terms, yeah, we need to head to the Manicalan ruin for things to do. So we're going to rest, but I'm going to finish here. So thank you very much for watching, everyone. I do hope you have enjoyed this. As always, if you have, be sure to give a big thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed to the channel, go ahead and do so. And you'll be told when the next episode goes live. Otherwise, I'll see you next time for another episode of Solasta. See you soon.